Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Together MC. In today's episode, we're going to be building a nether portal, building a scaffolding shop, and creating our skeleton farm. I've already decided a location for our nether portal, which is going to be this floating rock we've got right over here, and I think it's got a lot of potential, because I want to transform it into a bit of a cool looking nether build, but that'll probably have to wait until next episode. And I think right now is a good time to mention that you're probably noticing my voice not exactly lining up with the video itself. That's because I was accidentally recording with my webcam mic all day. So you've got voiceover Sea-Dog for the day. I hope that's alright. And honestly, I'm kind of happy it happened because I've been planning on experimenting with voiceover, and I guess the universe decided that today was the day that I would be doing so. Anyway, we're hopping into the nether portal, and when we get a look of our nether spawn, I am very happy, because I'm a big fan of the not Crimson Forest, the Warped Forest biome, my bad. And it's actually my favorite new biome added in the 1.16 update. But, fun fact, I did not know the name of the warped stems at the time of this recording, hence why I go and I cut down one of the warped stem trees. Because I had no clue that it was called warped stem. I thought it was warped logs or something along that line, and I guess that's just, that you learn something new every day. This is my new thing for the day. Anyway, I'm about to cut to a montage of getting some ender pearls, and you will see my horrendous enderman luck. Because I spent maybe 3 or 4 hours looking for ender pearls, and I only found, I think, 2 at the end of the day, which was insane. Anyway, we are going to be trying to get onto the nether roof, and we're going to be rebuilding our portal up there. We're hopefully linking it up will go alright. I think it should be okay, but honestly, I've never actually linked a portal before, so it's my first time. And, I did have to look up a video for it. It took me about 30 minutes to figure out, and I was very excited when I figured it out. But that's its own story, I guess. Another fun thing to notice is that this is a bit of a death montage as well as an enderman farming montage. And I think when we first went into the end, my death counter was at about 17, so it was already a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I do die a lot. But I know that we end this episode at 27, I believe, and that really shows just how many times I've died. I'm not exactly a Minecraft champion, if you will. I think now is probably a good time to give a shout out to everyone else making content on the server. In case you guys didn't know, everyone is linked in my description of every video on Together MC. I would really recommend checking everyone out. All of their content is just amazing. Recently I watched both Goldfish's first video and PandaTech's first video. Both are absolutely wonderful. I would greatly recommend checking both of them out. As you can see, we did locate a bastion that was directly under our nether spawn, actually. And I think that was pretty interesting luck, pretty good luck. Unfortunately, there was only one chest, though, and it was a very small bastion. But that is alright, because it's more than we had beforehand, I suppose. And as you can see here, finally located a pearl. This was after hours of trading, after hours of hunting endermen. I think I only found 8 or 9 endermen in total, honestly. I wonder if I would have been better to just look for a desert in the overworld. I think that'd be interesting to look up. I'll probably try and find some spawn data for that, see which one is better overall. But, I guess we didn't need to in the end of it. As you can see here, trying to jump through the portal, see where it leads, and, we come out in a interesting place. Here I am trying to figure out where exactly we are, because obviously this is around our base. I've just never seen this area before. And over the hill, as we go over the mountain, I suppose, you can see that we're a few blocks away. And I realize, I've accidentally placed my portal about 16 blocks away from where it's supposed to be. And here we go, correcting the mistake, and we're linked back up with home. And I hop back through to see if it works, and we are in the Nether. So yeah, that's interesting for sure. Definitely not what I was expecting, and I was very frustrated at this point because this was after a few hours, and Shept gave me the well, you can see right there, Shep gave me the good idea that I had to go in and break the portal. Now, instead of, thinking, using a big old brain, and bringing in like an iron pickaxe or something like that, I decided it'd be fun to use my fist. And for the next couple of minutes, I just kind of sat here, and I was breaking obsidian. Lots and lots of fun. I feel like this is an experience that everyone goes through at least once in Minecraft. This actually wasn't my first time. Back in 2013, 2014, I played on a lot of faction servers. I know, hard to tell, especially with how much I die. And multiple times I was spawn trapped, where I would get put inside of obsidian on every side, and I had to break out with whatever materials I had on me. Usually, since I was spawn trapped, it would be nothing. And that was always an experience. I think it takes a little over 4 minutes to break obsidian with your hand. And I do plan on speeding this clip up so that you guys don't have to sit through me breaking this obsidian the entire thing. And as we see, Shept actually says, you don't even need to break the obsidian. I could have just destroyed the portal with TNT or flint and steel. So that's a lot of fun. But we did get the portal linked up in the end, something that I was very proud of, maybe a little bit too proud of, but I did do it. So, I think it's about time, now that we've linked up our Nether portal, to go ahead and make our scaffolding shop. Now, I've got a general idea of what I want it to look like, and I think that I'm just going to cut to a time lapse of it, and I will show you guys the finished product, because I hope that you'll really enjoy it. I like it a bit. I haven't done too much planning on how it looks. But just to reiterate, we do only have a 10 by 10 space, since I could only afford to make one diamond block. However, we're going to be putting good use to that 10 by 10 space. So, here we are, the scaffolding shack. I'm not too sure I'm a fan of the entrance, but we might change that in the future. And as you can see, we've got 1 diamond per 2 stacks. After the montage, I went in and I added some slabs because I thought it would make it look a little better. And we've actually made diamonds. That's really surprising, actually. Doing a little bit of a restock, and there we are. Wow, someone bought our things. That's crazy. So the design of the shop is meant to look kind of like a building about to fall over. I think it works pretty well. I'm a big fan of it. I like doing goofier builds. However, I don't think it's exactly the most attractive thing I've ever made, if you feel me. So maybe in the future, that'll get taken down. But for now, it's standing tall. Hey guys, voiceover Sea-Dog back again. And so right now, we're just cleaning up our Nether portal a bit, making it look a tad bit more interesting than it did. I was not a big fan of it just kind of sitting on top of this floating island, I guess. So I thought, it's a nether portal. Maybe the nether's spilling out. And I get that that's not the most original idea in the world, but people do it for a reason, because it's very cool, and who doesn't like seeing stuff like this? Now, this is a work in progress, mostly because this was the only nether stuff I had access to at that point in time, but I think we made some pretty good progress decorating it with basalt, blackstone, and netherrack. I think it's a good basis, and we'll work on it some more in the future, for sure. I'm thinking that maybe the addition of some sort of gold blocks, maybe some different types of blackstone, that would look really good attached to this. Here we are, opening up our general utility area inside of the mountain. In here is where we're going to be having our storage area, our alchemy area, enchanting, anything we can really think of is going to be stored in here. Because while the house is nice looking, it's not exactly the most functional build we've ever made. Which is fine, not everything has to be for function. That's what hidden areas are for. What I'm thinking is a palette for this area is going to be some dark oak planks. Yeah, the walls and most of the ceilings, with snow as the flooring. And then each room will have its own palette as well. For light, right now we're using torches, but I hope in the future we can replace that with either lanterns or sea lanterns, maybe even glowstone, but I'm not sure how that would look. We've got the construction of our area inside of the mountain underway, and I've decided that for the floor, I would like to use snow. So we've got a guy over here trapped up, and we're going to call him Gilbert. I don't know why, but that's just something I've always called them. I'm pretty sure I got it from a YouTube series at some point, and there we go, perfect. Look at that face. But yeah, so this is Gilbert, he's our snow supplier, and he's going to be our best friend. Voiceover Sea Dog back again, probably for the last time this video, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I really appreciate you checking out my content. And in case you didn't know, I do have the other content creators on Together MC plugged in my description, so if you feel like it, please go and check them out. All of their videos are amazing. So far as of recording this, Goldfish has put out his first and second episodes, Panda Tech has put out their first. I know everyone else is working on their videos as well, so I know the pipeline is just filled to the brim with amazing content coming out from everyone else. And maybe my editing style isn't for you, maybe I'm a bit too boring. I would really recommend Goal. Or maybe, you're a fan of Redstone or Quick Progress. It seems like Panda's probably going to be your guy. Some amazing stuff have already happened in their first episodes that I don't want to spoil, so I would highly recommend going to look at them. Now, we're putting more torches down than normal because we have had incidents with creepers here recently. But don't worry about that. Honestly, I probably went a little overboard with torches in the final bit of this that you'll see in the outro. Making content is it's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm still on the journey, still learning how to do things, as you can probably tell. And I feel like I've improved in my previous 3 episodes. I can see improvement at least. I hope you guys can too. For whoever's sticking around watching, I do really appreciate it. Because, this is something I've wanted to do for a while. This is something a lot of people want to do. And I have huge respect for anyone who goes out and tries to make content, tries to share a part of themselves with the world. I think it's a very interesting thing. Even, from both sides of the camera. I don't know if I really count as a content creator per se, since I've only made 3 videos, but nevertheless, I think it's a very interesting thing, a website where people can just share anything together. And that we've all made these wonderful little communities. There's Minecraft communities, there's Call of Duty, there's everything you can think of, anything under the sun. And for the most part, they're all very welcoming, they're all very friendly, and I think it's absolutely wonderful to be able to connect with the world in such a way that you can produce something that brings other people joy. I can definitely see why. Kids growing up nowadays, they say, I want to be a YouTuber.
instead of, how they used to say, I want to be a president or I want to be an astronaut. But this is voiceover Sea Dog signing off for the final time this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. And, I'll see you around.
I hope everyone's enjoyed this episode. It's been absolutely wonderful to make, but I do think in the future I'm going to try and keep it a bit more focused, let's say. So next episode, we're not going to be doing 3 or 4 projects at once. However, I do think we're going to be working a bit more on our storage area. And just to show you guys, I have actually finished up our storage room. Well, I haven't finished it exactly, but we've got a couple of chests in place, and right over here is going to be our alchemy room, and right over here is going to be our enchanting room, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. You guys are going to like it a lot. And that does unfortunately mean that I'm going to have to move all of our enchanting supplies from here down there. But what can you do? Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And if you did enjoy it, please make sure to subscribe and like the video so that you can catch all the next ones. And have a good evening. Take care.